Hi Ram, Ella Naru, kaise ho? How are you? Hope everyone is doing great. In this video, let's talk about Project ARA. It's a project by Google from the startup company which they have bought in 2013 named PhoneBlocks. Their company aim was to make a modular phone which can be modified very easily according to users' needs. But in 2016, the Project ARA was cancelled and all the development of modular Android smartphone was stopped. And why is it worth remembering it now? Let's find out. First of all, it was a project from Google, which means they were serious about it. Secondly, it will enable us to upgrade our smartphones just by replacing a module. Imagine your existing 4G smartphone can be upgraded to 5G just by replacing a module. How cool is that? And thirdly, it will facilitate us in easy repairs just by sliding out the broken display and replacing it with a new display. And mainly, it would help us to reduce e-waste. Yes, if a company is seriously thinking to help in reducing e-waste, then they should consider this Project ARA and help in developing modular smartphones, not just by removing chargers and selling them separately. Come on, Apple, grow up. Google's first interest in modular smartphone was revealed way back in 2011 when it bought a bunch of patents from a struggling Israeli company called Modu for $4.9 million. And it officially made a statement in 2013. When Google officially revealed the Project ARA on October 29, 2013, that they were working with the PhoneBlocks to develop a modular smartphone, things started moving quickly. In the next year, in the Google I/O 2014, the company showed off a working prototype dubbed Spiral 1. In fact, we can actually see the phone booting up Android and working in a subsequent video shared by the project team ARA. The Spiral 2 prototype was revealed by the company in January 2015. The phone came with 11 different prototype modules that would act as a reference design for third-party manufacturers. The Spiral 2 had a Wi-Fi, 3G, Bluetooth and other basic smartphone modules. The best part of the prototype was that the modules were hot swappable, which means you could replace a module while the phone was in use. Things looked really promising this time. In fact, Google revealed that it would test out a better version of this prototype later in 2015. But in August 2015, Google suddenly announced that it had suspended its plan to test the phone indefinitely. But it wasn't bad, since Google revealed that it would test these prototypes in a few locations later in 2016. Then, in May 2016, at Google I/O came some good news. The company announced the first developer edition of Project ARA and promised to ship them by the end of the year. Notably, these developer editions were very different than the initial prototype shown off by the company. This developer edition came with a fixed components like antenna, battery, display, sensors and system on chip, with an option to swap or add in modules such as secondary display or a speaker. The design was a lot more limiting than what was conceptualized initially, but it was at least a working model. Google also announced that it was looking forward to the consumer launch of this model in the 2017. However, all of a sudden in September 2016, Google officially announced that the Project ARA is dead or completely suspended. But the idea of this modular smartphone was way too early in the year 2016. Nowadays, we are having foldable displays, rollable displays, what not. And even there are concepts of getting, glass phones. I think if the idea is still kept alive, then someday we would see this becoming a true. Thanks for watching. Keep supporting me. Do subscribe, like, share and comment, and hit the bell icon for more content like this. Project ARA. Will it make a comeback?